Why, Guru, 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 why, Guru. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ The topic today is very interesting. With Vaheguru Ji's Kirpa, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is telling us that we are so proud of our physical body, that we do everything for our physical body. But when the Jivatma, the mind, comes out of the body, everybody's scared of that body. Nobody wants to be near to that corpse, right? Because it has become a corpse now. It's a dead body now. It is no longer just a body, it is a dead body. Same relatives, same friends, everybody same. They just want that the last rite should be done as soon as possible, although they are crying and all, but they still don't want to be near to the same body. Again and again, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is telling us that we are not this physical body. But mind is so much connected through the senses, through the indriya, that mind thinks it's a physical body. The Jivatma thinks it's a physical body. And that's the gap which we have to cover, right? We have to train our mind with Vaheguruji's Kirpa, with the techniques given in Gurbani Guru, so that mind can start understanding that mind is not a physical body. Because one day Jivatma is going to go out of this physical body. You may love this physical body, right? Or others might love this physical body. But when they will know that it is no longer a body, it's just a dead body, a corpse, that means they don't want to be near to that. That's what Maharaj is telling us here. Maharaj is saying, Sunji de dravani, ja jio vichon jaye. And this Sunji. Sunji is empty. Ujdi hoi jinu kehte hai na. Jidda, for example, you know, when there is a garden with the fruits and fruit trees and all that stuff, and then when all those trees are removed from the garden and the grass is no longer greener, nobody wants to go to that garden, right? Nobody wants there. That's what ujdi hui, sunji de dravani. It's scary. Loki drde, dead, from the dead bodies, people are scared. Ja jio vicho jaye. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਜੀ ਚਲੇ ਗਿਆ, When the mind has left the body, it is of no use. People just don't want to be near it. We have to remember that all the time. Pahe balandi, vijvi, tuo na niksyo kae. Pahe balandi. As in the fire, for example, if the fire which we know, you know what we do, right, with the body, right? Here the fire body is consisted, body has five elements: air, water, earth, and fire. Fire is literally a nishani, a sign that the sukham dehi, sukham body, the subtle body is still there. The subtle body is still there. When you must have heard about this, that when the person is dead, right, their physical body, it is cold. That means that fire element has left. The fire is gone from the body. There's no longer fire. Fire is a sign of life. When in the room, in the old days, they used to have lamps which were lit by obviously the ug, right, with a burning thing, right, mostly the fire, right? Or when we are somewhere where there is in the jungle or something and it's cold and all, will lit the fire so that it can provide the warmth. Similarly, the warmth is the sign that the Jeev Atma is still there. The mind is still there. The Jaan is still there. The life element is still there in a physical body. Right? Maharaj here is saying that when the fire goes away, there is no longer a support system left in the body. The body is cold. Pahe balandi vijvi. See, you have to vijvi literally means when it is extinguished, right? And Maharaj says pahe balandi vijvi tuo. What is tuo? Tuo is tua, the smoke. Na nixio kai. And there's this, it's no longer of any use because that life force has gone away. Maharaj is talking about the physical things here. That although mind is not physical, but when the Jivatma is there, when the mind is there, the body has a lot of warmth. But when it goes away, it is all cold body. It's a nishani sign. Bujh gai matlab, it means that it has gone away. Vijvi. Vijvi means bujh gai. It has gone away. The life force has gone away, extinguished, right? And it has no longer a breath. Breath is also gone. Tua, smoke is a basically a nishani of a breath. Just like, yeah, in the cold days, when we take our breath in, breath out, we see steam coming out, looks like a smoke. That's what Maharaj is talking about. Tuo na niksyo kai. And that there is no longer that breath coming out of the body. Panche runne dukh pare, bin se duje paye. All these five senses are now crying, just like what happens in the physical world. Our relatives, right? Father, mother, sister, siblings and all, right? They all cry when somebody dies. Similarly, these five indriya, the five senses also, they cry. What does that mean? It's a symbolic. Why? Because they were busy all the time in connecting with this physical world. They realized that they were making the mind. So, what connects us with the world? How mind is connected with the physical world? It's through the senses. Which senses? Gyan Indriya, which gives us the wisdom, right? Now, wisdom can be of anything. Wisdom can be of this world. Wisdom can be of the Guru. It depends where your senses are. Five senses, what are those? For example, your eyes, your nose, your ears, right? So you smell thing, you get you get some gyan. what exactly it is by smelling, by looking, seeing from your eyes, right? So all this time we wasted our life looking into the things which were not useful. We took the gyan, which took the wisdom of this world. But if somebody would have told us these, this is what senses are saying. If somebody would have told us and directed us to the right path, then we wouldn't have lived in the duality. ਦੂਜੇ ਭਾਇਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਦੂਜੇ ਭਾਏ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, duality ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ. But nobody told us. We only and only focused outside rather than focusing inside. See what happens when we do Simran, when we say Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, our senses starts going inside. They turn inside. They no longer goes. That's why the first step what we do when we have to do the Simran, we have to close our eyes. अपनी अखां बंद करनी होंदियां. क्यों अखां बंद करनी होंदियां? Why? Because if the eyes will not be closed, mind will be wandering. Because mind sits behind the eyes. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਨ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ. Mind will sit behind the eyes, and what will mind do? It will only and only look at the outside things. It will connect with the outside things. That's why when people go into the Gurdwara also, if they don't have a soji, they don't have a samaj, they don't have a knowledge what to do in the Gurdwara, what will they do? They will look at other people. They'll look at what other people are doing. That's what Maharaj is telling us here. Maharaj is saying that they are trying these five senses, panche runne, ronde pe, dukh pare. They're stuck in pain, right? Lot of pain. And they asi apna time waste karta. We should have looked, we should have taken the gyan, taken the wisdom of Guru, Gurbani Guru, rather than this physical world. Panche runne dukh pare, bin se duje pae. And they were in the attraction of Maya. They basically lost their life, right? When Indriya, when the senses turn in, what happens? Everything changes. From dukh, it becomes sukh. From pain, it will become happiness. Because whatever we do with our eyes, we don't know how to use our eyes, right? We don't know how to use our ears because there is Kal Jal. Kal, Jal, Jeba, or Nani. Kanna de vich vi Kal ne Jal paya. There is a trap in the ears, on the eyes. Because of that trap or because of the filter, we don't see Vaheguru. Otherwise, we all read in Nand Sahib, E netro mereo, har tum mein jyot tari, har bin avarna dekho koi. Don't see anybody other than Har, Vaheguru. Then we will see Vaheguru in everybody. Then these senses will see Vaheguru in everybody. Basically, you see Vaheguru first, then you see others. Right? E sarvano mereo, sache sunne no pathaye. Then the ears, the senses, they will listen to the voice of Vaheguru. Jeba, the taste, right? It will taste Amrit Ras, right? So all these senses, that's why they are crying that they have died because they didn't tasted the real thing, right? खत्म हो गई इंद्रियां, नाश हो गई. That's why they are dukhi. The senses are also dukhi. They are also in pain. बिन से दूजे पाए. बिन से मतलब क्या होता है? खत्म होना. They have eliminated. They are dead now because the physical body is dead. Senses are also dead, right? But the senses could have seen inside. ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ ਸੀ. See, remember, these are some subtle bodies inside us, right? Senses are also subtle bodies. They have been given a duty. Every time we take a birth, there is a family full of subtle bodies which take a birth along with us. Doesn't matter which birth you take. 84 lakh June, it can be birds, animal, anything. Even Vaiguruji also comes with us in the form of a Atma. There are two things, Jivatma and Atma. Ansh of Vaiguruji also comes with every living being. The full family, Chitragupt comes, Jamdut comes, these senses comes, right? So that's why the panch senses, the five senses also are dukhi. Mude Ram japo gun sar, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਗੁਣ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕਰ ਰੱਬ ਦੇ. ਮੂੜੇ ਰਾਮ ਜਪੋ, ਮੂੜੇ ਰਾਮ ਜਪੋ ਗੁੜ ਸਾਰ. ਉਹ ਫੂਲ chant the name of ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਪਿਆ ਕਰ, chant, ਤੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੱਬ ਦੇ ਗੁਣ ਆਣਗੇ, ਰੱਬੀ ਗੁਣ. What are the Rabbi gun? What are the Vaiguru's qualities of Vaiguru? The basic, there are many. We can't even say all the qualities, right? What the basic qualities which Guru Nanak Dev Ji has taught us? Karta Purak, Nirpao, Nirvair, right? Without hate, without any dar. No, not getting scared from anybody, anything. Because such, when such comes in, then we get the qualities. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੂੜੇ ਰਾਮ ਜਪੋ ਗੁਣ ਸਾਰ, ਸਾਰੇ ਸੰਭਾਲ. ਸਾਰ means ਸੰਭਾਲ. ਸੰਭਾਲ means preserve it. ਰਾਮ ਜਪੋ ਗੁਣ ਸਾਰ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਗੁਣ ਹੈਗੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਚ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਆਣ. ਨਿਰਭਉ ਜਪੈ ਸਗਲ ਭਉ ਮਿਟੇ. When we will jap on Nirpau, as in on Vaiguru, then sagal po, all the pau, all the things which we are afraid of, will no longer be afraid of. If we hate somebody, we'll become hateless. It totally changes. That's why Maharaj says, Mude, fool, understand now, because you're going to die one day. What you going to do then? Because this physical body, we got it to meet Vaiguru. Right? It's like, our parents tell us, okay, take some money, use it on the way you will need it, eat some food. And when you reach to this place, you have to obviously take a hotel room and all that stuff. But what we do is we use that money in wrong things, let's say. And when we reach the place, somehow we don't have a money left for taking even an accommodation. And then we are homeless. That is the state of mind. We are homeless. We are away from our home. अपने घर तो ਅਸੀਂ दूर ਹਾਂ. And now we don't have a money also to go back. मन का तोसा हर नाम है. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਨ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੋਸਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ, the currency of the mind, it's naam. ਹਿਰਦੇ ਰੱਖੋ ਸਮਾਰ. And they take it with you in the mind, because naam is not in the mind. It's everywhere, but it's not in our mind. We have to bring it. Once it will be revealed, then it will be in our mind also. That's why Maharaj is saying how to collect the currency of naam. Mude Ram japo gun sar, home mamta mohni sab mutti hankar. And otherwise these thugs, 5 thugs, will rob you. This lust, greed, anger, attachment, right? Ego, home, mamta, mohni. And they badi soni lagdi hai. When somebody is no home, right? They have some power or something. They say, oh, I have everything. I have this, I have that. There is a nasha of home, addiction, right? To show others, oh, I am more knowledgeable. I know this, I know that. I have this, I have that. And they are moni. Badi soni lagdi hai. It looks very beautiful. You want to be in home. Sometimes we are in home, we don't even know that we are in. One of the Sangat member, he came to me, he said, Paisab, I don't have a home. You said that once you don't have a home, you will be close to Vaiguruji. That itself is a home. We have to be humble in every approach. Doesn't matter. Nobody can be superior. Only one is a superior. Only Vaiguruji is superior. We'll all do mistakes. If we don't have home, then we should have merged in Vaiguru. If we have not merged in Vaheguru, that means that filth is still there. Maybe it's less filth. Maybe we are walking towards it. That's a different story. But the filth is still there. Gandha je bhi hai. Home mamta mohani sab muthi ahankar. And these five thugs, they loot us. They rob us. They rob us. Why? Putting our mind in this state. Why putting our mind in home? Why putting our mind in ahankar? Putting our mind in ego. Putting our mind in a false pride. Right? One thing is a pride. You can be proud, okay, with Vaheguruji's kirpa, everything is happening, right? But one is ahankar. Ahankar is, oh, I am something. I did everything on my own. I worked hard to achieve it. Right? Who gave you this physical body? Who gave you these hands? Who gave you these arms? Who gave you these eyes? Who gave you these legs? Who gave you this brain? Vaheguruji gave us everything, but we are still proud that we know better. We worked hard, and that's why how we achieved it. Always, always, always say with Vaheguruji's kirpa. What will happen if Vaheguruji will not give us a breath? Again, that's what Maharaj is saying. Nobody will like you anymore. You're dead. If we'll keep a dead body 3 days in our house, or even less than that, it will start stinking. Nobody wants to keep it. That's why Maharaj says, remember this again and again, yet you are not physical body. Jinni naam visarya, duji kare lag. You will live in some other, you will live with the 5 doots. If you have forgotten the naam, visarya matlab forgotten. If you have forgotten, if we will forget the naam, it is automatically will stay in this Trigun Maya. We will be with 5 doots. No matter what, whatever we can try to do good, if we'll try to do good and something good happens, then home will come, the ego will come. And if we are doing bad, anyway, we are doing bad. We are stuck, basically. So only one thing we have is Udam, effort. Maharaj has given us the effort. Maharaj says, do an effort. Now we can use that Udam, use that effort on the negative side or the positive side. But what is the positive side? There's only one positive side. Positive side is remembering Vaheguru all the time. When we'll remember Vaheguru all the time, then the qualities of Vaheguruji will come to us. What are the qualities? The Naam will come. Then with the Naam, by listening to the Naam, when we will do the good deed in this physical world, we'll not have a home, will not have an ego. Otherwise, we'll have a home. Jinni naam visarya दूजी करे लग. वो दूजे काम ही है सारे. Even the good deeds becomes bad because we get home. दुविधा लागे पच मुए अंतर तृष्णा अग. We'll lose our spiritual life when we will be in duvidha. We'll be in duality. That means we are confused whether I should pick the path of the Maya or I should pick the path of the Vaheguru. We forget that Maya was also created by Vaheguru. There should not be any duvidha. Right? Whenever we have to do anything in this world, any work, always remember Vaheguru. No cheating, no stealing, no lying. Make that as your principle. Then there will be no duvidha. Right? No gossiping, no slandering. But if we don't have, then there pachmue. What is pachmue? ਖੁਆਰ ਹੁੰਨੇ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. Will be just wandering and then die, become a corpse, nothing more. That's pachmue. Because we have desires in our life, desires in our mind, not the desire to meet Vaheguru, but all other desires. Other than Vaheguru, we have all other desires. Then that's a Trishna. Antar Trishna Ag. That's also a fire element. Trishna is also a fire. Antar Trishna Ag. गुर राखे से उबरे होर मुट्ठी तंतै ठग ਕਹਿੰਦੇ come in the shelter of ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ how we come in the shelter of ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਭਰਾਂਗੇ we will be saved by Guru but how through Guru we will be saved but how through the naam of Guru gur rakhe se ubre you know a lot of times in the Gurbani Charan Kamal comes that's also naam the voice of Vaheguru. When the voice of Vaheguru will be pragat, the Anhat Shabad will be pragat, then we have to focus there all the time. Or if it is not pragat, then we should do Vah Guru Turdya Firdya, right? While walking and all, just to sync up with your steps. Vah Guru, Vah Guru, Vah Guru, Vah Guru. Then that means we came in the shelter of Vaheguru. फिर आपने सानू रख लिया गुरपुरे मेरी राख लई अमृत नाम हृदय में दीनो जन्म जन्म की मैल गई then all the sins everything all that filth in the mind will go away ठीक है जी गुर राखे से उबरे बाहर निकल आए त्रैगुण माया चो will start moving to the fourth state होर मुट्ठी तंते ठग otherwise we were being robbed mutti means robbed getting robbed by the five duts we were the slaves of five duts mutti tante thag ਧੰਦੇ ਲੱਗੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਧੰਦਾ means ਕਾਮਕਾਰ the work all the work was under the influence of five duts but Guru Sahib saved me through the naam ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਆਓ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਅੱਗੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰੀਏ ਲੈਟਸ ਡੂ ਦ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਪ੍ਰੇਅਰ ਇਨ ਫਰੰਟ ਆਫ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਕਿ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਰੱਖ ਲੈਣ Maharaj should save us also. How? When we'll do Saskara Simran. How we do Saskara Simran? When we say Vah, tummy in, listen from your ears, your own voice. Guru, tummy out. Again, listen your own voice. Tun mein dhyan, dhyan mein janya, Gurmukh akat kahani. Tummy in, Vah, tummy out, Guru. And listening from your ears. Aao ji, shuru kariye. Before we do that, let's see if anybody has a question. Okay.
Waheguru Khalsa, Waheguru Fateh. Bhai Rampreet Singh. This is Sandeep Singh. मेरे को question sir is from the last time I talked to you and this time मैं थोड़ा ना share करना चाहूँगा. Is it okay if I share that if I've been approved or that's a personal thing with me and Waheguru and ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਿਰ middleman ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੇ? Is that okay to do that? Because I have a feeling like I should let you know that I'm doing better now in a way of having approval, or is
Right.
it yes?
No,
Or
that's good. Yeah, go ahead.
Hanji, because
you can
I
share with the
feel
Sangat, right? Sangat in the Sangat, Vaheguru Ji is there in the Sangat, right?
Hanji, and yeah, it's been some time. I've let that go. The energy that is flowing in me is being used on better things like work and keeping my mind off of this other stuff from before, and I'm combating it more than usual. At a
keep your do the naam abhyas all the time, and you will be in a better way, in the better path. ठीक है बुत?
Hanji.
चलो ठीक है जी वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा
वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह
हाँ जी ਹੋਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਹੈ ਜੀ or somebody wants to share anything okay आओ जी ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰੀਏ ਵਾਹ tummy in guru tummy out and listening from our ears आओ जी ਵਾਹ guru 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 ਵਾਹ Guru, Vai, 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 Guru, Guru, Vai, 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 Guru,